Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm at my good friend Ken's place. And Ken is a collector of BA gas and oil products. So if you're into gas and oil collections, this is a real treat for you. And Ken shows up in one of my other videos. We did a video of his old school drag car build that he's got going. So you might recognize Ken in this video. He's also a big collector here, so he's going to show us his collection. His house is completely full of BA products. He's primarily a collector of BA. He's got other stuff in here as well, but it's a really neat collection, and he'll explain things to us here and walk us through his house and his collection. So these two restored pumps here. What can you tell us about these, Ken? These are really pretty.
Oh, thanks, Gary. They're kind of neat. They're actually the same pump, but they're different. This one's actually a Canadian pump, and this was actually local to not far from Saskatoon here. I redid that one many years ago. This one here is actually an American pump. I got that from a friend of mine that brought it up from the States. Came from South Dakota, I do believe.
Oh,
But
wow.
they're kind of the same pump, but they're a little different. They got some different things. It's just the model of them are different. But other than that, this one here was an original BA pump. This one here was an original St. Clair pump.
I guess one thing that I should mention, maybe some people don't know, BA stands for British American.
Yeah.
It was actually a Canadian company
Yeah.
that was started in Toronto, Ontario, I believe.
Toronto in down east in 1906.
1906. Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably, you just exhausted my knowledge of BA products right there in that one sentence. But yeah, Canadian company. A lot of people may not know that.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's got a long history, and it turned into Gulf Oil in 1969, and then Petro-Canada. A lot of Petro-Canada stations, where they are now, used to be BA stations back in the day.
Right. Yeah, that's really interesting. So anything you would have seen in a BA station, anything BA related, Ken basically has it here in his collection.
Well, not everything. There's still lots of stuff out there.
But you've got a really impressive collection.
My security system guy is there.
Yeah.
I also collect Canadian oil cans as well, and we will go through that at a little later time here. But there's a fair selection there. We got credit cards and bulb displays and everything from fly swatters to cleaning your glasses,
Oh,
paper
with the
towels.
BA logo on
Yeah,
them. This is all stuff that.
even a giveaway helmet, and I got another helmet there in a different way. We'll show you there too.
What? So that was a giveaway they would have gave to kids. What
That
year would that have been?
1954 Grey Cup Winnipeg Jets.
Wow. And I guess BA, they had a branch in Manitoba as well, Winnipeg?
BA was right across Canada,
Oh, okay.
coast to coast. Yeah. But that was 1954 Grey Cup. BA was sponsoring. BA was very big into football,
Oh,
sponsoring football, and back in the 50s and 60s. So that's one of their giveaways they had.
that's cool. Yeah, that's a pretty sign there.
Yeah, 36-inch sign.
It's a 36, and that's porcelain.
Porcelain, single-sided. That would have went up on the outside of a BA station where they had above the bay doors. They would have had that where it come down as a rounded there. It would have went BA, and then it would have went over top of the British American dealer would have been beside that above the bay doors,
Wow.
and this would have been probably over top of, say, the walk-in man door.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was a small collection that a fella gave me of his dad's stuff when he drove fuel truck for
For British
American
American.
Oil, yeah, and later on Gulf. was kind of a neat story.
Getting a little bit of reflection there, but
Yeah.
it's a pretty case.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. And this is kind of a selection of some fairly neat BA stuff. The battery service thing, that would be all by the gas pumps there, and you'd have your
Oh, right.
hydrometers and stuff like that
So
in
a guy
there.
would come out.
Yep.
That was one thing that was interesting back in the day. You went
Yep.
to the gas station, it was an experience.
Yep.
Today you go to the gas pump, you press a button.
That's right.
But back then, guys actually serviced your vehicle. They
Yep.
cleaned your windshield, set your
Yep.
tire pressures, checked
You'd
your
have-
oil.
This would have been your windshield thing. Your bottles would have hung on the side. Your garbage on there. This would have sat on the pole in between the gas pumps where the light is.
Right.
And that's where that would be. You clean your windshields. It would actually come out. The paper towel would come out the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And then and then inside you would have your maps. That's a fairly hard to come by.
And you've
item.
got maps in there.
Yeah,
You've got it.
yeah.
Oh, is that
And
ever
then,
nice?
you got your tire repair kits, and these customer service follow-ups. That was their computer in the day.
Yeah.
They had that would open up, that'd be on the desk or on the counter, and that would have a file of everybody that the customer in that station would have a file or a card on that. What kind of card is, what all the service and stuff like that done on it.
Everything was kept in there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. This is a new unused flattened version of that football helmet.
Sorry.
That football helmet.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's an unused. That's never been.
That's the same piece there.
Yeah, it's never been put together as a helmet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what nice shape it is.
Yeah, yeah. And that
Wow.
is that's in Edmonton. That's Harold Boyle Service Limited, Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, is that ever cool?
And that would have been, like I say, from the 1954 Grey Cup.
1954.
That's what information I've had for that. Yep. Yep.
Wow. Now, the one thing that it always impressed me is just like cars back in the day, everything was really, the way they marketed this stuff was all by fancy colors, and it was easy to distinguish one from the other,
Yeah.
just like cars were. And today, everything's in a plastic jug with a fancy label on it, but it's just not like it used to be. That's a cooler there.
Yep. That's a picnic cooler that you could get from the dealer. There's a couple different versions of those too. There's actually just the regular round logo, and then there's that logo.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. Kind of neat. And the BA wiper blade display is kind of neat too. There's actually 3 versions of that. There's this version, there's a light blue transitional version, and a dark blue transitional version of the 2 blue ones. I've just seen pictures of them. I've never come across one yet, but
Wow.
it's kind of a.
And there's your battery
Yeah, that's another
service
battery one with
the
hydrometers on there.
hydrometer in there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. And then there's lots of ephemera for these things on a lot of paper stuff, and I've gotten four binders full of all sorts of different pieces of information on there. And what it does, it sure helps a lot of this on dating things. There's some pictures of the old stations in Saskatoon here,
Right.
newspapers, and lots of folders and whatnot. Lots of neat little things there. One thing that is a really good help is these batteries and accessories magazines, because it dates a lot of you can date a lot of products with that. And also farm tractor guides, stuff like that, and it has all the products in there. These dealer magazines are another very good reference for that, because they have different dealers across Canada, and lots of articles and pictures of lots of different things that you can get pretty accurate dates on a lot of the stuff on there. And there's lots of giveaways. There was cards and whatnot.
Oh, wow, with cars on them
Yep,
and stuff, yeah.
all that sort of stuff. lots of reports, paper, newspapers, more dealer magazines. And actually, I got a couple of new old stock water transfer decals.
Oh,
A
okay.
friend of mine gave me. And
So that would have been for a pump.
that would have been went on either pumps or fuel tanks, lots of different things they would have put them on in the day. And I haven't figured out what I'm going to put them on yet.
So that Goodyear sign there, that you were saying that was pre-war.
That's a pre-war because of the open foot
Right,
design
the Goodyear
there.
foot there.
There's a different one. There's another one they call it a closed foot. And I was told that open foot design is pre-World War II. That came from my cousin's hardware store in Kyle, Saskatchewan. The previous owner to him sold everything and anything in that hardware store. And he also obviously sold Goodyear tires. And it's from what my cousin told me, when he bought the store in 1962 from the previous owner, that was in the shed in the back. And as far as he knows, it's never been hung. And he never hung it. It was in his fuel shed, and that's where I got it from, his fuel shed on the farm.
Wow, it's in beautiful shapes. That's porcelain one-sided.
Porcelain sign too, yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's one of the nicer ones I've ever seen. And that sign will either go back to the family, or it will actually, when I'm done with it, it'll actually go back to the family, or it will go to the museum in Kyle.
Right, yeah, that's a keepsake, that's a personal keepsake, that one. All right.
Yeah. Well, we can make a trek through this way.
The kitchen. So that's Ken's living room, just to give you a taste. And we got the rest of the house to see yet. And you saw the dining room, the mannequins. Now we're gonna move our way into the kitchen, and there's some neat stuff in here.
There's lots of small things. Some of the stuff came from, this is original to this house that I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah, this and the table as well. That was my aunt and uncle's, some of their furniture and whatnot. But hard to come by can, starting fluid. Most of them got used and thrown in the garbage.
Yeah.
So it's, to come by one of them.
What would be the date roughly on that?
That's probably mid-60s.
Okay.
I would say, early to mid-60s. And the way you kind of can date a lot of these is 1966 was the last of this logo. And then we can go on further and some other stuff, what the transition was. But usually this logo was from late 1948, 1950, right to 1966.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But
that was the green and red.
That round
and white.
logo, yeah.
Yeah, with the white.
And blow mold sign that's, again, hard to come by because they never really lasted more than, a few months or maybe a year or two, and then they got thrown away or the sun just demolished them, with the sun. Flashlight batteries, kind of a neat little thing there.
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen one or two other batteries. They're not very common. I know one old gentleman that I used to visit with at Red Deer Swap Meet. He remembers he worked for BA back in the day, and he used to bring pallets full of them to the stations back in the day. I could only find some of them now.
Yeah. Well, you have one there.
Yeah, I got one there. I got some.
I got this one right in front of me. We got to talk about this. So this was another giveaway.
That's another giveaway. It's a trumpet horn type of thing. It's never been rolled up. I could just imagine kids getting this in 1964 and going on a trip across Canada. And probably by the time you get a mile down the road, Dad's grabbing it out of the hand and throwing it out the window.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine I've never seen another one. I've never come across one, but I can't imagine they lasted too long with a bunch of kids, kids in the back seat.
So that would rolled up into kind of a blowhorn type of thing. The kid would have played with it.
Yeah. And oil change stickers, that's for the credit cards. That's the credit card stubs.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how they processed them, whatnot. And Yeah, patches for the coveralls and whatnot, and we got some kind of few interesting things here. Some receipts, and some of these receipts are actually my dad's from when he was getting fuel and stuff for the farm
Ah,
from Gordon Turner. It's kind of neat. 1952, and you look at some of the prices on there. I wish it was like that again.
yeah.
And kind of an interesting thing for the. This is a piece of a cardboard box, and oil change recommended for passenger cars every 60 days in warm weather, every 30 days in cold weather.
Wow.
Keep in mind that back then the cars didn't have oil filters in them.
Right,
You know,
right.
yeah. And that wheel's from a 1957 Oldsmobile.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And come down this way, we've even got some blueprints of BA station at Bowden, Alberta, just outside of
It's
Bowden,
an
between
actual
Bowden,
blueprint
yeah,
of building a station.
between Bowden and Innisfail.
Cool.
That station is still there, but it is racetrack gas or fast gas now.
Wow.
But that it's still in that spot, that station.
Ken even has blueprints to stations.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We can go in behind us here into this room here. And this one gets a little busy in here. But just a lot of stuff. Lots of different types of hats, hard hats, grease rack beanies, ball caps. Lots of little things. Lots of receipt books.
Geez, I like that BA truck there.
Yeah, that's a restored one. I restored that one, but that's an original BA mini toys tanker, and then the other one's a Marks one.
Wow.
Kind of an interesting the stork kit here. When you started a BA station, BA would send out the stork kit, and what that was, they would all come in this metal box, and they would send banners, giveaways like ice scrapers, business cards, all that sort of stuff to start your business with.
Is that right?
And it come in.
It all come in that kit.
Yep, and that's how it was start. When you started off a station, that's how it would come. Yeah, it's kind of neat, eh? And as I said before, BA was very big into the football. They even had their own footballs there.
And they
I
had
got
football
two different
giveaways
kinds
with the BA logo
Yeah,
on it.
there's two different kinds there with the boxes and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In the box.
Yep.
That's the way it came.
Yep.
Yeah, gas stations, they all had neat little things to bring customers in, and all these trick little
For sure. You even had,
giveaways.
litter bags. They had litter bags, stuff like that.
And that stuff, wow,
It never lasted,
Yeah,
and
and
it got
this,
thrown away.
and you have one here. That's just amazing that
Yeah.
stuff lasted the test of time,
Yeah.
and it's in your collection.
Mm-hmm. This would have hung up out in the shop, lubrication guide. You had your oil change stickers there, and your whatever year you had your book there, and the mechanic would pull it out and
So
check it out.
this sticker would probably go on the inside of the door
Inside of the door, yep.
of the car,
Yep.
and the mechanic would fill out the
Mileage
what he
and
did there.
what he did, yeah. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And one cool thing is this spoon. It's a baby spoon. Those baby spoons are only given out in 1959, 60, and 61 to employees of BA that had a baby in those years.
Wow.
So it was just only those 3 years. And I got that from a very long time BA employee, Russ Jasper. He's no longer with us anymore. And I bought that from him a number of years ago. It's tarnished now. I put it in the thing. It was nice and
But
clean.
obviously a very, very hard thing to
It
come
is
by.
a very hard thing. There are guys that are still looking for it. I've only seen one other one. Another person that worked for BA still had hers. Her husband worked for BA, and she got one when their oldest daughter was born, and she still had her. She showed it to me, and that was long before I bought this one here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Really neat stuff, Ken, and it's all really tastefully displayed.
Yeah,
This is
and
a nice cabinet
yeah,
here
we
full
got
of all kinds of...
lots of different things in the cabinet there. Lots of different things, keychains and soup spoons and spark plugs and uh, coins and medallions and even golf divot replacers and fuel filters and gloves for checking the oil, wiper blade containers, lots of different things.
That little station
That
there.
little station was a giveaway for the kids at a BA station. You came in a well. I got another one there that's never been assembled. It comes in that envelope, and you can put it together, and you have your little matchbox cars and stuff like that. You can play with it, and
Oh,
again,
cool.
that's another one of those things that are paper cardboard that
That lasted.
don't last. So
Amazing.
yeah.
So what vintage would this be?
Oh, again, probably mid 60s. By the looks of the way they have the gas pumps, probably mid 60s, 65, 66. Because
Wow.
they have the gas pumps are an image of I'd say like a Wayne 50, which is a late 50s, early 60s gas pump. So it'd be late 50s, early 60s in around there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Even placemats for the restaurants and the stations and stuff like that. That's across Canada. From
All the
coast to coast.
stations
Yeah.
in Canada.
Actually, is that all of Canada? That's just in BC and Alberta, part of Alberta.
Oh, just the two provinces.
Yeah. And awards for the dealer awards for however long they're going to be in there. Comment cards, BA dry charge battery clock. I kind of got an affliction for clocks too. I don't know if you got any, but I kind of like clocks.
Well, those BA ones are sure pretty.
They're neat, yes. John's BA service, that's in Warburn. That building is still there and it's still being used. He's actually a defunct Ford. I think he might still sell Ford vehicles there, but the building is still there, still the original BA station. They still do work there. It's no longer BA, but it's.
But it still exists.
You can still tell it's a BA station by the way the design is. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And BA yardsticks.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. Everything BA. Ken's also known as Mr. BA. He takes this stuff pretty seriously. When they call you Mr. BA,
sometimes call me other things too. And then it's in the bedroom here. I got my headboard.
Yeah, that is an impressive headboard.
Then I got a small collection of stuff in here. Another cardboard piece that it's the only one I've ever seen because they never last.
Wow, that looks really good.
Yeah, it's a neat.
Now I've seen other collections, and the thing that impresses me about, and I mentioned this to Ken earlier, the stuff in his collection is just an amazing shape. I've seen collections that, stuff isn't quite as nice and shiny and clean and new looking as Ken's stuff. Ken's stuff is just really the highest quality BA stuff I've ever seen. It's all like the day it was made, the day it was displayed, the day it was used.
We'll have a quick mention of these here round pieces of cardboard with BA on them. I got them from a longtime BA employee, and he said that those were place settings at a convention in 1966, showing the changeover from the green and red to the blue and orange.
Right.
And he said the slogan of that night was red and green never to be seen. And it was shortly after that it went over to the Blue and orange.
Moved
And
on to the blue and the
blue
orange.
and orange, and he kept them for all those years. They're the only ones I've ever seen, and I'm sure they had them at a lot of conventions across Canada, and never come across any other ones. But that's kind of a
So it was
neat,
just making a merge and on its way to what eventually would have been Gulf
Gulf,
Oil.
and
And
January 1st, 1969.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that, of course, Gulf was the blue and orange.
Yes, and then this was the logo is the light blue and the round a little more swoopier.
Yeah.
And kind of the two colors. There's a bit of a story behind that. From what I was told, the light blue came out first and was a mistake.
Oh.
It was a mistake, and it was painted royal light blue. It was never supposed to be that way. And some stuff went through for a time, and then it went to the darker blue. That's what I was told. Whether or not it's true or not, but I'm going with that. But it was a mistake, and the lighter stuff is a lot harder to find than the darker blue stuff for some reason. And
Wow.
because I think there's less of the stuff. There was only the blue and orange stuff was only made for 2 years, but the light blue stuff is a little harder to find than the darker blue
Yeah,
stuff.
for obvious reasons. It was something that wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
So to have one is kind of a neat thing.
It is, yeah.
We're moving into the bathroom now. So this is the kind of stuff that you would have seen in a BA bathroom.
In a BA
It's,
bathroom.
yeah, please flush the toilet and some cards in
And
there.
comment cards?
Karma, that's what it is.
Comment, yeah. Yeah, it would yeah, you'd have a little, thing
Fill
to
out
check
your
off.
comment card, yeah. Make sure
and
the
then
bathrooms are
send it
clean.
away. 5 cents to send it away to Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've got the old version and the newer version.
Yep.
Wow, is that ever neat? And
A piece of paper towel
paper towel that they would have used in a BA station.
in a BA station.
And you were mentioning the one side had soap on it.
This side here is supposed to have impregnated with soap, and the other side would not be. And then you squirt the windshield down, wipe it with this side, and turn it around the other side and dry it off with the other side.
Wow.
Is what I was told.
It's for cleaning glass,
Yeah.
windows and cars.
Yeah.
They thought of everything back then. Never knew that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
And got a set of key tags,
bathroom keys?
bathroom key tags.
Wow, you got everything.
Not everything, but quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then got a few things in here. Some advertising, cardboard advertising again. Hard to find stuff because this stuff would be outside on poles and stuff with the wind and the rain and the snow and people running into it and stuff like that.